the street.
Purple Daily is daily Vikings entertainment. We just want the Vikings to win a Super Bowl before we die.
I will ride with this group.
Seriously, man. Please.
And away we go.
All right, it's a Wednesday, and that means we make predictions that are sure to go wrong here.
Write this down.
It's Write That Down, the only show in America, this and the OG edition on Mackey and Judd. I was going to say on the Score North YouTube channel, but this is also on the Score North YouTube channel because what is this, is this day 6? It's day 6 of Purple Daily YouTube jail.
You know, when you're locked up, you just lose count, Phil.
Yeah, it could be day 30.
We're going to mark them off with chalk.
Yeah.
That's why you stick them on the wall. You go 1, 2. And what's our supposed release date?
It sounds like we're going to be free on Friday. So I think we can go live for Feedback Friday again on the Purple Daily YouTube channel. Unless we get some other mysterious violation that puts us back in YouTube jail.
I say we go right to the bar.
Judd causing a ruckus in the yard.
I say we go right to the bar. We get
I don't
released.
hate that idea. Or what we could do is go right to Kwik Trip. That's what we should do. Get out of YouTube jail, go right to Kwik Trip.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Why? Because you know what? We've been eating this jail food. It's no good. But what is good is everything at Kwik Trip. Look at this. All of these options are absolutely fantastic. And this is the thing is, folks, you are looking at a convenience store. That means in and out. That means it's quick. That means this is not a grocery store, but it looks like one because Kwik Trip provides all of those options. There is the coffee right there. Sports Dad loves that. Pizza, I could go on and on. We're talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're talking snacks as well. We are also talking quality gasoline guarantee. Put the app on your phone, walk in, and you immediately get what you wanted. Kwik Trip. It has all the answers to the test. Again, it's like a veteran quarterback. There's nothing you can show Kwik Trip where they get confused. They're that good.
Wow. Love the tie-in there. Love the tie-in. North American Banking Company is not going to be confused either. Whatever it is that you need, and by the way, NABC powering Write That Down every single week. Whether it's checking or savings, or whether it's something bigger like you're looking to finance a new home, you're maybe buying a car, tackling a renovation, or setting up a new business, North American Banking Company will help give you peace of mind about where you bank. Personal relationships, cutting-edge online tools, human interactions, which sometimes get lost in today's world in 2025. If you'd like to upgrade and change your banking experience, go to nabankco.com/Mackey to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing
Write this down.
lender. All right, boys, here's how it works. Every single week, it's 3 Vikings or football-related predictions from everybody on the show. Our guy AJ has been filling in admirably for the paternity Dex, who's going to be back in the mix making predictions sometime later on this month. We keep track of completion percentage and touchdowns. And listeners, if you want to participate like Alex is about to for the first time in 4 years, making his return, you can send Declan a message through the Score North app. Judd, step up to the podium. You're about to be held accountable. You're going to be put in the hole, the Write That Down Purple Daily YouTube hole. Solitary confinement.
What? Oh, man.
Because you had a bad week.
In the cooler.
Boy. I did.
In the cooler.
Great movie.
You said the Vikings would trade a current starter before the deadline.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to blow your eardrums out. Hold on a second. Here we go. Okay. You said, technically this could stay on the board for like a miracle comeback, a one-armed MVP campaign, but Jaden Daniels would be the NFL MVP. I think we could probably...
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dan Quinn.
Take that off the board. What did he say? He basically said, I just spaced out, forgot that he was in the game.
So I should have taken him out. We're getting blown out. Didn't make any sense, but I didn't. It was sort of it's been a weird year in Washington. I'll say that.
He got hurt, same spot on the same field, same down against the same team with Bobby Wagner on that team's defense. Right?
As RG3?
As RG3. Yeah.
I saw that somewhere, so I'll take your word for it.
Or maybe I might be wrong on the Bobby Wagner thing, but like everything else, it was like eerily similar to, or it wasn't the same team. Maybe it was like it was like 5 things that were the same as the RG3 thing.
The RG three thing though was more egregious, I thought, because if you remember, that field was a disgrace.
Yeah.
Like this was sort of a fluky thing, I will say that. And you know what? In Dan Quinn's defense, it ain't like we got starting quarterbacks being lifted in one-sided games consistently.
Yeah, but still, it's something you should think about,
Sure.
especially.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Especially how protective all these coaches are about preseason, and well, we wouldn't want to risk him being out there getting ready for the season. It's like, okay, well,
you know what?
You're down by 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Maybe I'll have a fire Dan Quinn. Write that down today.
Oh, wow. You did say this is a bad beat. You said JJ McCarthy's first pass to Jordan Addison will go for 15 or more yards. His first completion to Jordan Addison went for 30 yards, but his first pass to Jordan Addison was incomplete.
Oh, damn it. That's my fault. That's my fault. Poor wording, poor choice of words or word.
It's a rookie mistake by a veteran write that down player in Judd.
I take full responsibility, much like Dan Quinn. I take full responsibility for this. It comes back to me. It's always about me. Me, Kevin O'Connell, Dan Quinn, PJ Fleck, always about us.
I'm going to highlight this one because it's another bad beat. It doesn't come off the board. It stays on the board. You said the Vikings would have at least one kickoff return for a touchdown in 2025.
Still think it's going to happen. I'm still pretty confident about this.
Do you think it happens without that hold? It was a viable. It was a tug. It was a tug.
Yes, I think it happens without that hold. But I you know what? I think the Vikings have found themselves a guy that can actually competently return kicks and punts. Miles Price pretty good at it.
Yep. Yeah, he's having himself a nice little run. Okay, not a bad week for me. We'll start with the bad. We did these predictions before the injury reports came out, and I should have known. Like, Okudah left the game with concussion symptoms. I got caught up in the Jeff Okudah revenge game angle. It's an angle that a lot of people have gotten hung up on over the years. I fell victim. At some point on Sunday, the Lions quarterback will target Jeff Okudah and not record an incompletion. And would record. It was supposed to be and would record. Either way, he didn't play. He didn't play. I did tell you, though, for a tutty, that the Vikings would score a touchdown on their opening offensive possession. And that JJ McCarthy would throw a touchdown pass in the first half against the Lions.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, listeners. A lot of AJ here. Repping the listeners. You said, we'll start with the bad. You had one nice one here. You and McQueen on fire at the end of this. AJ said the Vikings would acquire a quarterback by trade deadline, but you made this after they acquired the former Rams backup guy. So that we needed another, a fourth quarterback.
How could you forget about John Wolford?
John Wolford.
Yeah, we're confident in John.
Johnny Wolf. You said Aaron Jones would have 5 or more receptions in his first game back. He had 2.
He got hurt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I expected him to be a lot more involved, like just quick dump offs against the Lions defense.
Yeah. I mean, he was awesome until he got hurt.
Wait,
8 carries for 79 yards or something.
I'm wrong. Didn't he come back against the Chargers?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he played on the Thursday night game, right? Because he was a surprise.
How many catches did he have in that game?
Because he was a surprise active. Because I was thinking Detroit too. I think it was the Chargers game. Because I think he was. Because I think they tried to pull the Puka Nakua trick that the Rams pulled on the Vikings.
Yeah.
I blacked out in the second quarter of that game. To be honest with you,
just too drunk off of your.
No, I wish I would have been drunk for that game.
I'm guessing if we can't remember, he didn't have that much of an impact.
2 catches.
Okay.
In his first game back against the Chargers.
It was okay.
So either way.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You said we'll keep going with the AJ ones. Andrew Van Ginkel will record a sack in the next game where he plays 10 or more snaps. He was effective, but he did not record a sack.
Yeah.
AJ also said when JJ McCarthy comes back from his injury, his first touchdown pass will be to Jordan Addison. Hey, he tried, man. If Jordan Addison doesn't bobble that ball, that was a dot right there.
That was
right
a damn good ball. That's on Addison more so for not catching it.
It's a bad beat though.
That's okay.
Alex said Amon-Ra St. Brown would have 10 catches, at least 100 yards against the B-Flow defense. And Tom said through week 8, JJ McCarthy would be top half of the NFL in QBR. Not good. However, our guy Age said JJ McCarthy for a touchdown here would rush for a touchdown in his first game back.
Nice.
Nice job.
Yeah, I mean he was scrambling. I'm super happy that he was able to take that 6 weeks to really heal up the legs and show he was mobile.
Did he point at you from a distance after he scored that touchdown?
Well, we were DMing and he's like, "What should I do when I rush one in?" And I was like, "Just do the gritty, man. Just do that."
Like a really weird kind of old white guy version of the gritty.
Yeah,
Great.
just feel yourself. That's all. Like a dog in the street.
Then McQueen came in and said, so this was from McQueen's previous appearance several months back. Mm-hmm. He said JJ McCarthy will win his first career start against the Lions, and he'll win his first career start against another NFC North team.
Oh, wow.
Bears and Lions for the
nice
Tud.
work, McQueen.
Right now, does he not have more wins against the NFC North than Caleb Williams?
Ooh. Were they 0-6 last year? 1-5. And they are they lost to they got smoked by the Lions and got beat by the Vikings. Yeah. It's a great nugget.
We're gonna start a dialogue. That's all we're gonna do.
And then McQueen last week said Jordan Addison will record more receptions and receiving yards than Quentin Johnston on that Thursday night. He said that 2 weeks ago. Should have come off the board. So, okay.
Well done.
And then Declan had nothing off the board. So we move right into the season stats where you're going to see here AJ Fredrickson for the first time gets his own statistical row here on Write That Down. A monumentous moment.
Wow. I'm honored.
For a guy who has stepped up admirably, done an awesome job filling in for Paternity Dex. And for the audio audience that can't see this, for the season stats, which run from Super Bowl to Super Bowl, I'm at 43.8% completions, listeners 37.2 after we strip out AJ's statistics and give him his own category. AJ, you're in third right now, 35.7% completions, Judd 34.5%, Declan 33.7%. Listeners lead with 11 touchdowns. But AJ came in hot and just posted 4 touchdowns in like 2 months. Mm-hmm. So he is fighting in that category as well. So nice job, AJ.
Hey, I'm just glad to be here. And now that I got my own column, it's we'll see what we can do.
And then we gave you the career column here too, even though the sample size is a bit low, but we threw you in here. Career stats dating back to 2021. Declan leads the completion percentage battle, 36.5%. AJ slots in second place, 35.7%, ahead of me at 35, Judd at 34.5, listeners 25.5. But the listeners, as they come on here and they just hunt for touchdowns, they lead with 71 career touchdowns.
This feels.
I'm sorry. Actually, that's wrong because it should be 70. We should be like 68 because we're stripping out AJ. So I'll fix that for next week.
Okay.
This feels like when a rookie starts his like first game or his second game, and the TV crew throws up the graphic where he's facing Joe Flacco on the opposite side, and it's like career touchdowns. Joe Flacco 500 and whatever. This guy after one game 2.
Your sample size though gives you a real potential to quickly bolt up to number 1 on the completion percentage list.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's any one completion or incompletion in either direction could really sway this for AJ Fredrickson. So congratulations on your own row. On Write That Down. It's an honor not bestowed upon many in the history of the OG or the Purple Daily edition here. We'll pull this off here, and then I'll let you pump Alex into the room, making his return after 4 years. Have you just been like thinking about what your next 3 predictions are going to be for the last 4 years, Alex?
To be honest, yeah, I've been really thinking about. I'm going to be reusing one I did 4 years ago because it's still applicable. But
Mike Zimmer will be fired by the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins will win a Super Bowl for the Vikings, which who knows someday.
Yeah. No. There's one that's still applicable, so I'll be reusing one, but yeah, no, I've just been cooking these up for the past 4 years, just just waiting.
Love it. Love it. So what is your general feeling as you ride this Vikings roller coaster in 2025? Where are you at on the roller coaster right now?
So yeah, after the first game, I really thought McCarthy was the guy, and after the second game, I'm like, well, McCarthy's still the guy, but that was an awful, offensive game plan, and then he got hurt, and Carson went in, but yeah, I'm generally pretty positive. Outlook of the season is it's gonna be kind of an up and down thing, obviously. So I'm just hoping that we can see some good stuff out of JJ. We already have, but let's get him to at least 200 yards passing, and then you just kind of go from there.
We are going to need that at some point.
200 yards.
We did the It Factor episode yesterday, but like at some point, give us like 205. Give us like a 250 somewhere in there.
Yeah. I mean, the defense is going to falter at least one of these weeks, so he's going to have to pull that one out. But I have confidence. He's got something different. I don't know what it is. Like my share of quarterbacks started with Culpepper, but he's the only one where I'm just like there's something different here. So.
He's got the mean mug, man. That's what he's got going. That face. You don't get that face unless you're planning to throw for more than 200 yards a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's a different breed. I'll tell you that much. It must be the Michigan thing. So
we're gonna start with Alex, and then we'll go Judd over to AJ. All rounded out. We'll make 3 trips around the room as usual. So Alex, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready to go here.
All right.
So. So this first prediction is kind of a little bit of background to here is so I know Judd, you were a huge fan of Johnny Mudd when he was here, like yeah, and
KO and I miss him.
Yeah, my dad who's a huge Vikings fan, he also huge Johnny Mudd fan. So I want to give the tight end 3 a little bit of love here, and I'm gonna say Ben Urasek will score a touchdown at some point this season.
Wow. Let's go. LFG. How long is Josh Oliver going to be out? Do we know, Judd? Is that like a week-to-week situation?
I think it's week-to-week, but I think it might be a while.
Okay. Because the longer he's out, the more, and they were running quite a few like multiple tight end sets in that game against the Lions.
So. And guys you wouldn't necessarily expect them to pass to, which makes them candidates to be passed to for touchdowns.
That's right. In fact, I may have. I don't want to spoil all my predictions.
Write this down.
Judd, what's your first one?
I'm going to go with the JJ McCarthy yardage prediction for this week. In fact, JJ McCarthy will throw for 200 or more yards against the Ravens. So I believe his high was against the Falcons because of the debacle, the nature of how that game went. But he has not, as we just said, gotten to 200 yards yet. He will on Sunday, 200 or more yards.
Yeah, it's not that high of a bar to clear here, and he was the technicality of that little kind of swing pass that was really a run that gets him to like 174, and then we're like one chunk away.
And O'Connell very much wanted his quarterback to get those yards.
Yeah, because it makes the quarterback whisperer look good too. Okay,
he's like exactly.
AJ.
This weekend, write this down. The Vikings will win the turnover battle against the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
I think Lamar is going to be a little too pass happy, and Derrick Henry, and at times in his career over the recent seasons, has been a little fumble happy. So I think Brian Flores' defense might show up.
Yeah, we should with Jeremiah. We're going to do another like a bonus episode of Purple Daily O-line committee crossover with Jeremiah Searles, and Booney was talking about this on the Trenches episode. If you missed that, Alex Boone rocking his Jim Harbaugh blue collar workman shirt with his little Alex patch. JJ has the JJ patch, and he told the backstory of how Jim Harbaugh started giving those shirts to the blue collar workers on the team, representing your family, that your grandfather who worked that blue collar job so that you could be in here screwing around as a football player and stuff. There's a whole backstory. But then he started talking about he was watching tape of Brian Flores, Dolphins coach, confusing Lamar Jackson in a game like 4 years ago, where they literally just like ran zero blitz after zero blitz, 8-man front, and it confused Lamar Jackson. So there's an X's and O's deep dive there that maybe Jeremiah Searles can help us with. Okay, write this down. I'll take the other backup tight end. So Alex is going Eurosec. I'll go Nick Vanette. Give me a Nick Vanette touchdown sometime this season. Nick Vanette touchdown sometime this season. Write that down. It's my guy. Bunch of starts with the Titans last year. Just a journeyman, reliable backup tight end.
Just catches a touchdown in garbage time of a big Vikings win. I could see
I'll
it.
take it. Maybe from Max Brosmer. It'd be kind of fun. Alex, back to you.
Yeah, so my second prediction is actually going to be the one I reused 4 years ago, but still applicable here. The Super Bowl MVP this year will be a defensive player. The last time that happened was Von Miller in Super Bowl 50. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Any off the record guesses as to who might?
Well,
Aiden Hutchinson, if the Lions get there, would be a candidate.
Yeah, my only thought is that I thought last year it was a pretty at least decent chance with Cooper DeJean returning that interception for a touchdown. But my off the record, I mean, if my thoughts on the Colts are rather correct, maybe Kenny Moore. I've always liked Kenny Moore, but for Vikings centric, maybe Cam Bynum takes one back, but
Sauce Gardner, perhaps.
Sauce Gardner,
maybe
pick
Sauce.
six,
Yeah, I forgot Sauce was just traded. So
You probably either need a touchdown, multiple touchdowns, or like 6 sacks. Like if you had like 5 sacks and it's like you force a couple fumbles.
People laughed at us a year ago. People laughed at us when we brought up the potential of a deadline trade for Sauce. Even Sauce got in on the fun, and now he's been traded.
I mean, would you
Vindication.
I feel like we did an episode on. There was like a Purple Daily Anonymous tip line thing we did, and we got accused of clickbait back in March or April.
Yep.
Would you have traded 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner if you were Kwesi? Would have been full Rams.
I would have thought about it.
Record saying he doesn't do that.
I certainly wouldn't have dismissed it. I mean, he's a hell of a player. I thought that the pushback was he's not going to be traded, and then didn't the Jets sign him to an extension? And it's like, okay, he's not going to be traded,
which is a mistake because they signed to the extension. They have to eat the signing bonus
100%.
on their books, so they wasted a bunch of cap
space. The GM, KO's buddy, the GM of the Jets is his former college roommate, I believe.
Well, and you know who the special assistant to the GM is? Rick Spielman.
Yeah, I wonder if Rick was on board with that. He might have been. He might have been. But anyway, Sauce Gardner, who once shouted us out. He sort of liked the idea of a trade. Now
he did. He enjoyed the reckless speculation.
He did.
Okay, back to the predictions.
Okay, so I'm going to stay on the JJ McCarthy prediction train here. So the Ravens are actually tied for 29th with a bunch of teams with 11 sacks on the season. They just don't get to the quarterback much. So write this down. JJ McCarthy will be sacked fewer than 3 times on Sunday. And the important thing about that is he has been sacked in 3 starts, 3, 6, and 5 times. So he's been sacked 14 times.
That's bad.
And never fewer than 3 times. So he will be sacked, I'm saying 1 or 2 times, not even 3 times, against a team that struggles to get to the quarterback.
Yep. Yeah, that's the biggest flaw in his game right now, and there are others. There's some accuracy stuff in there, but we went over it on the State of the Vikings Tuesday episode that he has the highest pressure to sack rate. He's an automatic. If you pressure him, he's an automatic kind of panic guy at this point. So
write this down.
That's only been 3 games. Mm-hmm. Okay, back to AJ.
Write this down. JJ McCarthy will win another Offensive Player of the Week award before the end of the season.
Wow.
Yeah. Think
off the record, is there a game that you're circling?
No. I'll be honest. There's not a game.
All of them, Phil.
All of them. Maybe this weekend. No. I mean, the first one highly criticized by people around the league, but maybe potentially Week 14, Washington in town. Without Jane Daniels there now, Marcus Mariota, maybe he has a bad game. Vikings have the ball a lot. They're on home field.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You never know.
I'm gonna go.
Write this down.
This is probably just a complete throwaway, but you know what? Positive Phil's gonna make an appearance here. Kool-Aid drinking, Positive Phil. You're all talking about, can he get 200 yards passing for the first time? 200 yards passing. How about 300 yards passing? Yes. JJ McCarthy will throw for at least 300 yards against the Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
Write this down.
All right.
It's going to take a couple,
It's
Jordan Addison for 78 yards
Takes
and a
a
broken
village.
Coverage. There's going to be like a 40-yard screen gain by Aaron Jones with a bum shoulder.
That's a run, Phil.
We're going to need some help from the official scorekeeper to make sure that they're being classified as passes.
Write this down.
I'm going 300.
Okay.
Shock the world. Positive Phil is here. Okay, Alex, your third and final prediction.
Yeah, so this one's going to be kind of a lengthy one here, so I'll go a little slow for AJ here.
Thank you.
So write this down. Jacksonville, Detroit, Cincinnati, and Carolina will all have a better winning percentage combined than Atlanta, Philadelphia, Arizona, Seattle,
I'm just gonna get
and
later.
Baltimore.
Why? Alex, what is the driving force behind this prediction?
The guiding force behind this one is it's the cat teams versus bird teams.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh.
So I think last time I was here, I made a prediction on the division winners, and I thought, well, why not just put another funny one out there and do cats versus bird teams? So
I love that. Wow.
Yeah, they'll have a better winning percentage than the cat teams will have a better winning percentage than the bird teams.
Do you think more people would watch the Pro Bowl if they did cats versus birds instead?
Like themes, I would like. Yeah, themes.
Yeah, it's literally just players from cat and bird teams playing each other. And maybe they even have to wear like cat and bird themed uniforms. And that's the Pro Bowl for 2026. I'd watch.
Well, make it like a 14. Then you get like Steelers, Vikings, Titans, Giants are like people.
Don't
like,
give them ideas. The Pro Bowl is dead, and I like the fact it's dead. Let's not revive it, okay?
Let's do inanimate objects like
Yeah.
How many are there any teams? How many teams are named after inanimate objects in the NFL?
A jet.
A jet is inanimate.
Let's
This is
see.
really.
Not the Bears.
This
not
feels like it would
the
tax
Colts.
my
No,
brain.
that's a
That's much miss this one out.
Raven is a bird.
Patriots, Eagles.
Whatever a brown is.
Yeah,
I know
that's
it's named
the
after
owner.
Paul Brown, but
Yeah.
Buccaneer.
It's a human. It might the jet are the Jets the only
Raiders? No.
really? The Jets are the only inanimate object in the NFL. I think
Saints.
we need to fix that with the next expansion. It's overlooked.
yeah,
God, don't talk about expansion either.
The
It's gonna happen at some
The
point.
talent pool is diluted.
And by the way, it's going to happen across the pond. They're going to unveil a full division all at the same time.
What's London? What's the Dublin what?
The Dublin boiled potatoes.
Shamrocks.
Yeah, the shamrocks. That would be an inanimate.
Oh,
Or do
it'd be
we
good
count
helmet.
are plants technically living, or are they inanimate objects?
No,
I think a plant is a form of life. It's a life
It's a
form.
yeah.
Shamrock would not be an inanimate object. Yeah. Anyways, Alex, great predictions from you. Good to see you for the first time in a half decade here on Write That Down. Since you've got this life-altering platform again, would you like to thank or shout anyone out in your life?
Yeah, so I recently bought a house back in April, so I'd like to shout out my girlfriend for sticking with me, my girlfriend Jane. We just bought a house together in Burnsville, so that's really nice. And I also like to shout out my dad for being a Vikings fan with me. I started watching them maybe in 2003. So one of my first distinct memories was Paul Allen's "No." That was one of the first distinct memories.
The Cardinals knocked the Vikings out of the playoffs. One is that the
Yeah. Actually, my first concrete memory is from 2002 when Chicago intercepted intercepted Dante Culpepper in the end zone. I don't really remember the context of the game other than that happened. So it was against Randy Moss, I think. And so, but yeah, I've been through the highs and lows. So, and again, I'd like to shout out you guys too. I listen to you guys every day, and thanks for having me on. Like this is always a fun thing to do.
Yeah, Alex, good stuff, man. We'll keep
Thanks,
thinking
Alex.
on inanimate object names for NFL expansion.
No, we'll drop
Do
it.
a special edition episode at some
point. As soon as you're gone, we're going to drop it, Alex.
All right.
All right, guest listener predictor Alex. We'll see him in 4 years. It's like an election cycle with Alex. Every 4 years we bring him on to make predictions about cats versus birds in the NFL. How about the Whiskeys? How about we call them the Pendletons?
Yeah.
The new team could be the Pendletons. Yeah, Pendleton Whiskey, proud partner of the Minnesota Vikings. And you can go into various liquor stores in the Twin Cities and get these 10-year stadium anniversary bottles here, the 2025 Vikings limited edition bottles of Pendleton. It's the whiskey you want for Vikings game days. It's not just poured, it's earned, just like in Minnesota. Smooth enough to sip after a win, bold enough to remind you of the work it took to get there. Pendleton Whiskey. It's not just poured, it's earned. 2025 Pendleton Distillers, ProximoSpirits.com. Please make sure you drink responsibly, okay? Be safe out there. We're also pumped on Purple Daily to be partnered with Menards this football season. Menards is your one-stop shop for everything for your car, and that includes AC Delco batteries. AC Delco Advantage batteries feature an impact and break-resistant plastic case for durability, including robust separator envelopes, Judd. Judd's the car guy on the show.
Love to work on my cars.
These auto batteries have corrosion-resistant terminals and a no-maintenance design. Premium technology in the metal alloys, chemicals, and design combine to ensure long-life performance. So head to Menards, stock up on AC Delco batteries because performance matters on the road and beyond. One thing Judd is a master at is watching sports on TV. And there's no better TV than to watch sports on than the Roku TV. It's kind of a big weekend here. There's college football happening. This is the time of year now that it's November where the National Football League, the games really start to mean more. The teams that were good in September and October, it might not be the case in November. Watch it all unfold on your Roku TV, which makes it really easy, especially with all these now. There's different platforms that are showing different leagues' games, and there's falling outs between platforms in the news the last week and a half. Well, Roku makes it really easy on their homepage to recommend the leagues, the teams, the sporting events that you want to watch. In fact, I had a scenario, I think it was on Halloween week. There was 3 recommendations at the top of the home screen for me on the living room Roku TV. There was a World Series game. There was like a 90s sitcom and then a horror movie. I'm like, wow, yes, this is catering to exactly the things that I want to be watching right now. Roku TVs bring the family, the friends together to watch sports, movies, whatever it is that you want. Better TV for everyone with Roku, America's #1 streaming platform. Go to Roku.com to learn more or shop at a retailer near you.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Judd, what's your third and final prediction?
All right. My third and final is that, write this down, the Lions will win the NFC North and the Bears will finish in last place.
Oh, wow. Bailing on the Bears.
I don't think
they're looking good right now.
They are, but they got one problem. And I suspected this after I saw the Bengals score, and it was backed up. That Chicago defense is giving up 28.5 points per game. Dennis Allen, you beat your former team, the Saints. Congratulations. This is so great. You're such a good DC. You're giving up almost 30 points per game. That's 29th in a 32-team league. I think that's going to bite the Bears squarely in the behind as we get later into the season. That was a game that they should have lost. The Bengals are so inept defensively, they couldn't hold on to it. What I think happens here is I think Detroit emerges back up. I'm not buying into the Packers as much now. I just feel like the Packers are too up and down at times, and their inability to stomp on the throats of bad teams is very odd. Yeah. So Lions finish first, Bears last, Packers and Vikings vie eventually for that 2-3 spot. Packers probably 2, Vikings probably 3.
The Bears, and there's still a lot of games to be played, but if the season ended today, the Bears would have, and I agree on the defense, their defense is a disaster, but from a yardage standpoint, they have the 4th best yardage offense in the NFL, thanks to Ben Johnson, and Caleb Williams he's not taking sacks, he's not turning it over.
Yep.
He's taken a big step forward this year. Yep. The last time, do you guys know the answer to this? The last time the Bears had a top 5 yardage offense?
Oh, God.
The 80s? I don't know.
Yeah, I would say 1964.
It's 1977.
Wow.
Was the last time the Bears had a top 5 yardage offense.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's just unfortunate because the defense is so leaky, and I think that costs you. I think that gets worse as the season progresses. So, yeah, I think the Bears finished last. I think the Bears, look, the future's probably very bright, so I'm not trying to crap on that. But I just think the regression of your defense when you can't hold, like the Bengals. I mean, God bless him, Joe Flacco. He ain't Joe Burrow, and he's throwing for massive yards against you.
Yeah.
And he's hurt. He's got a bad AC joint. Come on.
It's rough.
Really quick, because I saw this brought up. Does this discount what Joe Burrow does week after week when Joe Flacco comes in, and after 2 weeks, it's like, you know what? It kind of looks like a well-oiled machine.
Do you think this is happening on Cincinnati Sports Talk Radio?
Oh, they're probably.
It's the same thing we're doing with the Niners. Does Mac Jones balling out make the Brock Purdy contract a mistake? Does Joe Flacco balling now? If Flacco was like 28 years old, then oh man, what are we doing paying a quarterback $55 million that can't stay on the field?
Well, you know what this does from a Vikings perspective. This sets up very nicely for a conversation here. The eventuality of if JJ McCarthy's your guy, he's going to get paid, which he should. Do you keep Addison as well? Because like that would be the parallel, right? If you pay McCarthy, you pay Addison, you pay Jefferson. How the hell are you going to pay guys on defense?
Yeah, well, one thing you could do is just like draft better so that it's less of a conundrum.
What? Wait,
is that
I know.
Huh?
I know it's innovative. It's an innovative solution to some of your problems. Draft players that are awesome, young, and don't make any
I have
money.
no idea what you're talking about. I'm out of this discussion. I'm confused.
Write this down.
AJ, what's your third and final prediction?
Well, speaking of the 49ers, they have a wide receiver who's been hurt a lot of the season, who has made my fantasy teams like just stuttering and spiraling out. But I think he's going to come back here in a big way. Ricky Pearsall, write this down. When he returns, will have a multi-touchdown game within his first 3 games returning from injury. He's got like a PCL sprain or something in his knee. Originally, it was supposed to be like a week max, and now we're eclipsing, I think, 4 weeks, 5 weeks coming up here. Get him back on the field, Shanahan. Let's go.
I love the random, just like the random football prediction here. It's great.
Yeah.
A Ricky wasn't sure what the odds were on a Ricky Pearsall prediction, but I'm here for it. It's great.
And plus the vial that came with it, like Age is pissed.
Yeah,
that was great.
Is this the Hubbard TV league that you're talking about?
This is every league. This is every. I had him very high. My 2 guys this year were Jackson Smith and Jigba and Ricky Pearsall, and JSN is awesome. But Ricky Pearsall, the meme where it's like society if blank happens and it's like a utopia, that's my life if Ricky Pearsall is just healthy and on the field.
Guys, he's one of the only players that's like gotten shot and, like legit, not like grazed in the calf by a bullet, but like shot in the chest, man.
Didn't miss a game all of his college
that
career.
guy.
Now just plagued in the NFL. Darnell Mooney every week. Just killing me.
Guy's a stud.
Write this down.
We should just do a segment where AJ just bitches about his fantasy team for like 60 seconds.
Each week. Fantasy team this week, next week, the relationship perhaps. Just like go off on I can't believe this.
Next one's Bucky Irving. Get back on the field, Buck. Let's go.
Yeah, what are we doing, dude? Come on, guy.
I love it. I love the passion.
This is the National Football League, buddy.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, well, a final prediction here.
Write this down.
We'll get to a quarterback cesspool challenge, and we've been pulling up some film clips on these Wednesday episodes too, like from the trenches. So I can show a couple things to you guys. But I did pull this game up from, I think this is the one that Boone was talking about on Trenches, from November 11th, 2021. at Miami. Flores was the head coach of the Dolphins at the time. And the Ravens came in. Ravens were 6-2 at the time, one of the best teams in the NFL. Lamar Jackson, I think Lamar was either the MVP that year or was it the year before, but stud Lamar Jackson. And the B-Flow defense held the Ravens to 3 points through 3 quarters. They did score a touchdown with 4 minutes to go, down by 12 in the fourth quarter. So not quite garbage time, but like the game was kind of over, and they score a last-minute touchdown. They scored 10 points in the game. Lamar Jackson, how many yards here? They wound up with, it was 304 total yards, but Lamar Jackson was 26 of 43, 4 sacks, a 73 passer rating, ran the ball only 9 times for 39 yards. So it's like there's a blueprint out there. So I'll say this, write this down. Just try to quantify this.
Write this down.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson will have a passer rating under 90 in this game. So he had a 73.6 passer rating in that game. This season, I think he leads the league. Yeah, he has a 136.7 passer rating this year in his 5 games, which would be an NFL record if he could continue that. And he leads the league in touchdown percentage. It leads the league in average yards per attempt, all these things. I'm saying B-Flow's defense will hold Lamar Jackson under a 90 passer rating in this game. Write that down.
You'll take
Is that touchdown if that happens?
It's close.
Is it here? I don't know if that factors in. I mean,
Let me see how many. I guess the question would be how
many
often does he
have?
post
Yeah.
a sub 90 passer rating?
yeah.
He's done it once in 5 games this year, twice all season last year. So 3 times in his last
I feel like if
25 games.
I feel like if you combine it with a QBR prediction, that's a touchdown for sure. So if you give him a QBR and a passer rating under 90, I think that's a touchdown for sure.
Okay, passer rating under 90. He's leading the league in average QBR at 78.9.
There you go.
And a QBR, I'll say a QBR under 60.
Okay, yeah.
Under 60.
Yep.
All right, you got all that, Age, as you're trying to transcribe the cats versus the birds
Cats
one
versus
too.
Oh, I punted on that one. I'll get that one later. That was
a wise move.
He got through his 7th cat, and AJ's like, I'm just gonna listen back later.
He's like, I'll go slow. It's like you can't go slow enough. Poor AJ.
I'll go slow for you.
Panthers,
Techno Detroit,
Bengals, Lions.
The one thing is, Age starts to laugh. Dex would have got pissed off.
he would
Like he would have got the Dex look. The eyes start to roll up in the head.
You know what's funny? Dex
purses his lips.
Dex has some Aaron Rodgers to him. You know,
Really
good at his craft. He'll give you the eye. He'll give you the eye roll.
Oh, he will.
He'll give you the eye roll. You know.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want a 400-pound lineman jumping on his back, tackling him.
Judd tackling him from behind in celebration. The hell off my back. We do it.
Write this
That'd be
down.
fun. I'd kill Dex. Poor Dex. He's so small.
You guys want to make some
Everybody hold your water.
bad quarterback predictions here?
Yeah,
Quarterback
let's do it.
cesspool challenge,
Let's do it.
and we'll show you some film at some point. So yeah, if you're new here, welcome in. Click that subscribe button on both the Score North YouTube channel and the Purple Daily YouTube channel. You can also help us grow the show on the audio side. Apple and Spotify giving us a 5-star rating and a positive review. And every single week on this show, we celebrate bad quarterback play. The Quarterback Cesspool Challenge, where every member of the show drafts a quarterback for that week that we think is going to play poorly. The catch is, once you select a quarterback, you can't use that same quarterback again the rest of the season. We all have to pick different quarterbacks every week. So we can't all pick, Bryce Young or whoever it may be. The scoring is based on ESPN's QBR on a 0 to 100 scale. And last week, there weren't that many really bad quarterback performances. It was actually collectively one of the best weeks for quarterback play in the league. So with Bryce Young at a 47.4, I actually was the winner for the weekly. Judd, you had no faith in JJ McCarthy to do what he did with a 54.5 above average QBR. Shame on you.
Well, but the thing about it was the box score. This is one case where the box score helped me because at first I'm like, oh my god, it's going to be 70 something, and then I'm like, no, it's not because if I mean QBR is it's weird, man. It's punitive in weird ways. So I was pleasantly surprised because I thought that JJ played really well. I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't get like a 73.
I thought QBR got this is a great example of so he was an above average quarterback in that game according to QBR. Not like spectacular blow you away, but above average. And I think this is a perfectly accurate reflection of his performance. His passer rating was like in the 70s or something, or in the 80s.
Yep.
The traditional passer rating, which would be a well below average performance. But when you are that good on some key third downs, using your arm, your legs, and you're turning red zone trips into touchdowns, high leverage conversions, that's a winning performance. And I'm glad that QBR accurately reflected that.
I wish it had reflected a little bit less.
You wish it would have shown a 10.3.
No, I just wish it had been. No, that's not true. That's very bad. I wish it had shown a 47.1.
And then Dex with AJ as his lead assistant here on these picks selected Tyler Shuck of the New Orleans Saints, who had a 72.3 QBR. Kind of a bad beat for you guys. The worst quarterback of anyone in Week 9 was Daniel Jones, who had a 13 QBR as the carriage turned into a pumpkin.
Don't feel bad about that. Never would have taken him in a million years in that game.
It's a hardcore regression to the mean. So on the season, I have 6 weekly wins. Judd has 2. Declan has 1. But Judd narrowly leads the overall average QBR for the season, 36.7.
Yes.
I'm at 37.3. Declan and AJ at 50.2. So we're gonna draft in reverse order of last week's standings. So AJ, you're picking on behalf of Team Declan, and then I will draft last with Judd drafting second. So Declan, AJ, Judd, and then me. For the YouTube audience, I'll pop up. These are all the players, quarterbacks that we've selected so far through 9 weeks. What are you guys thinking?
Well, Declan and I were texting a bit on Monday because we both felt hosed by Shuck's performance being actually good. So we haven't really talked much, if at all, about the pick. So Dex has zero clue or zero say, I guess, in this prediction today. I'm going to go on behalf of both of us, the decimated Jets quarterback. Like,
great call.
He's got nobody with him now. Vibes at an all-time low in that Jets locker room. Your running back doesn't even want to be there.
Great call.
Justin Fields as they host the Cleveland Browns this week.
And it's a tough defensive front.
Coming off a bye.
Yep.
We're about to find out if those players want to play for Aaron Glenn. I'm not saying they have to win, but it is a winnable game against the Browns. There was a warning shot sent throughout your locker room that we just traded probably the 2 best players on the team or on defense. Does anyone want to step up and be a professional now moving forward and build something? If they get beat 51-3 by the Browns, then I think you might want to fire Aaron Glenn.
I would argue that the Jets front office and Aaron Glenn in particular have proven that he doesn't want this group of players to play for him. Because they've now joined the Saints in purposely sucking. Like they're going after the top
The
pick.
Jets have been doing that for much of the last 50 years, actually.
But I mean, when you trade at the deadline, when you trade Sauce, especially, right? Like when you trade, you are for the Jets, and this is impressive. The Jets are making themselves more uncompetitive than they were, and they were uncompetitive before.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn is basically giving the bird to his team.
Yeah.
This might be a get right game for Dex and I too, because
And that was a good pick by you guys. I've got that written down too as one of mine.
It is a good one. None of us have used Justin Fields yet this season.
I hate you for this.
I think he's been like the lowest guy multiple times. He had like a 3 at one point when he had 6 passing yards on the day?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right, Judd, what's your pick?
So you took Jets. I am going to go with I'm going to go to our nation's capital, District of Columbia. Marcus Mariota against the Lions.
All right.
Marcus Mariota. I think this is going to be. I think the Lions justifiably embarrassed. I mean, they got their ass physically handed to them by the Vikings. I think the Commanders, it's just one of those years. I think they're 3-6 right now. Their quarterback is out. Feels like things have taken a step backwards in a big way. So I will go with him.
He might not have McLaurin again, right?
What's that?
He might not have Terry McLaurin again, right?
If I'm Terry, I'm not playing. Like, why would I play? You're 3-6. Like, it's like, hey, coach.
Yeah.
I'm just going to watch this game from the sidelines in my nice sweatpants.
Yeah, Mariota's a good pick. I used him a couple weeks ago, so he's unavailable here. So I got 3 on my big board. Daniel Jones against the Falcons as kind of because at some point we're all going to, there's 18 weeks here, so you got to take some shots.
We might have missed we all might have missed our chance last week.
Yeah. I would say the Mac Jones Brock Purdy combo at the Rams feels like a tough spot, and again, I'd be looking to use a quarterback or two there that are usually pretty good.
You've got room to dirt a ball though. This is at least as far as wins go.
Just be careful if they get Ricky Pearsall back.
Yeah, he could be the ticket to a perfect 100 QBR for one of those guys and screw the whole season for me.
It's my opinion that though with 6 wins, you've actually got the ability to forfeit a win and just hope for a not great week.
Oh, I'm playing for the season. I want the season title more than anything.
Well, no, but I'm saying you want the win title, right?
No, I want everything.
Well, I know, but like if I was to ask you which one, do you want the QBR rating title more or just the wins? Because you've got 6
I kind of want the long. I want the long haul one. I want the the 18-week overall score. I want it all. Just to be clear.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
I want your soul.
I'm telling you, with 6 wins, you have an ability to dirt the ball and just hope that your guy that you don't win necessarily, but that again you get a QBR that gives you that does not like inflate your QBR rating.
I'll take your bait.
I'll take your bait. What am I doing?
I'll go with. I haven't used either one of these guys, so I'll go with Mac Jones at the Rams. And if Brock Purdy plays, so the way it works is if you pick someone and they don't play, you get their backup. And if you've already used their backup, then you get a default 75 QBR. Yep. But I haven't used either one of these guys, so I will take Mac Jones. Okay. I'm going to step out of line a little bit here and go against Kyle Shanahan at the Rams, who I think are one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the entire league.
It might even work out better for you if Purdy returns. A lot of pressure, Mac Jones.
First game back, yeah.
Mac Jones has looked real good without you. It'd be a real shame if you had a stinker first game back, and then we created a dialogue. Uh-oh.
Can you imagine benching Purdy with that contract?
Well, who got benched? Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray's been benched.
Jonathan Gannon basically came out and said, he was fine.
And they're playing the Seahawks. That was a candidate on my list.
Yeah.
Well, Cardinals quarterback.
He's kind of loving that. New COD, week and a half. Right around the corner. New COD's coming out. Kyler Murray.
Oh. Call of Duty. Got it. I was like,
sorry, I'm not with the COD.
Yeah, sorry,
dude.
He's not a.
Sorry, you lost me there.
Imagine.
Sorry, you lost me there.
What about PP? You guys down with PP? Prize Picks. That's right. Just gonna abbreviate everything. The rest of the show.
We're really okay. That's an odd abbreviation. COD was odd. But PP otter.
That's
so
not like that.
Right now on Prize Picks, I got the Prize Picks app open right here, where you can win real money this football season, and they've got the JJ McCarthy passing yards number at 210.5. 210.5. So he's never gone for 200 before in the 3 games, but it is a susceptible Ravens defense. So here's how Prize Picks works. You select between 2 and 6 players. It takes less than 60 seconds if you wanted to. You pick more or less on their projected stats, and you place your entry. All the withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard. You download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code PURPLEDAILY. Get $50 in lineups when you play just $5. That's code PURPLEDAILY on Prize Picks. $50 in lineups when you play just $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Football. Shout out to Federated Insurance, specializing in working with small and medium-sized businesses, the backbone of America, and also a great place to work, recognized recently by Forbes as one of America's best in-state employers for 2025, and by Newsweek as one of America's most admired workplaces for 2026. If you're interested in finding out more about the workplace culture at Federated, They hire, I should mention, they hire a lot of former athletes. So if that fits your description, you're looking to start or pivot your career, go to federatedinsurance.com/careers. That's federatedinsurance.com/careers. And as we've been telling you about through the season here, these Justin Jefferson Pepsi souvenir cups, JJ McCarthy was so accurate on that touchdown pass. It fell right in one of these cups. If that was a training camp drill, that ball would have been boop right in one of these cups. Or maybe like the cup would have had to have been sideways because it was kind of a laser beam that this guy right here, Justin Jefferson, had to reach up and catch. But these Pepsi cups are available in 3 different places throughout the next, now limited supplies, so get on this, but US Bank Stadium, Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh locations, and Buffalo Wild Wings. When you order 10 wings any style and a Pepsi of any kind, you get this cup. Buffalo Wild Wings, the preferred sports bar of the Minnesota Vikings. Perfect spot to grab wings, a Pepsi, one of these cups, watch a game, or 10. And Pepsi is the official beverage of the Vikings and Purple Daily. By the way, when you scan the QR code here, you can enter to win Victor's Ride, a Polaris 1000 ATV, Polaris Ranger 1000, and he'll deliver it right to your place. We got like 5 or 10 minutes here before we got to jump into another recording for a couple film things. Is that cool, AJ? Your schedule and the other, write that down. So
yeah, we should be all set. I don't think he is expecting anything for the next like 10 to 15 minutes. So
okay, so let me share my screen here. And let's look at a good and a bad. And you can get the full breakdown, by the way. Alex Boone did an unbelievable job, as he always does, on the Trenches episode. Taking us through like 10, maybe 12 different plays. But let me pop this up for you guys here. Let's start with a bad. Go full screen here. So let's see here. Let's go back to the 4-minute mark. This is the one. This is like the first one that you really kind of want back if you're JJ McCarthy. There's a couple sacks in there, but do you guys remember this play? This was Justin Jefferson going in motion across the formation, pretty wide open in the flat, and JJ McCarthy just didn't pull the trigger. These are like, if you want to be a 250, 300-yard passer, it's not just like those little moments that he's popping up, but it's a consistent 3-hour effort. This is one of the plays you would look at and say, you got to hit that. You got to hit this right here. So I'll run this full speed, and then you guys can. Jefferson leaks. I mean, this right here.
Yeah.
He's got 2 or 3 yards on a linebacker.
Yep.
If you lead him out front, ideally hitting him right around here, boop, this is a big gain.
Mm-hmm.
Because this defender's got his head turned. He's covering Jalen Naylor. So I guess this defender would come in and try and make a tackle, but this is almost certainly a first down gain. I'll let this play out as he comes across the formation. Instead, McCarthy doesn't pull the trigger, and then compounds the mistake. Now it's time to just throw it away. Okay, you didn't hit him, so just throw it away. Don't take and it winds up being a no-gain sack, but an unnecessary hit as well, where his body gets kind of crumpled up.
Well, and that's the thing is he's got to throw that ball away. The other thing though is if you go back to this play, this is exactly what O'Connell was talking about and what McCarthy talked about with Wentz, which is just get completions. That's a completion. Like worst case, it's still a completion. So that's the very thing that they worked on or have tried to work on. Yeah. As far as it might not gain a lot, it might gain a ton. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you want completions. You're hunting for completions, not downfield shots consistently. And so that's a really good example of a pass that he needs to complete.
It's also a great play design. This is there, man. Like this is a big chunk. It's a low risk, easy yard completion. And so you've got this motion here. Who's this? Jordan Addison going in motion. And look at the movement by these linebackers and by the secondary. All these dudes are taking the cheese on this motion. Look at that. He literally, Jordan Addison motioning, and 4 guys bump to the right by that hash mark. Mm-hmm. Offensive line also, so everyone is blocking down, everything. The motion, the blocking down, because they've already dinged the Lions on a few big run plays. So here's a fake handoff. Everything is washing down in this direction, while the best receiver in the world sneaks across the back of the formation. And good job is this Anzalone figures this out. He figures it out, but he's a linebacker with his momentum going the wrong way. Boom. Like
And that's-
ball out, corner turned, head. This defender's head here is turned away from the play.
And that's 100% also the type of design that we've been begging KO to have for McCarthy, which is short and effective. So, yep, that's a good one.
So right there, does JJ come out and is it like a set? They've practiced this. He's expecting to have to take, X amount of strides before he's getting the ball out, or does he just come out not ready because it's almost like he comes out, he should be throwing immediately based on how much separation is there between JJ and the linebacker?
I think maybe I don't know. I mean, only JJ would be able to answer this question, and I don't know if anybody will get that detailed in their Wednesday questions to him. But so he's looking. I mean, this is designed specifically with Justin Jefferson as the first read option. This is not like you're dropping back and scanning through your. This play is designed to hit Justin Jefferson here. So my only thing is maybe he sees the linebacker and thinks that Jefferson is covered and is going to be tackled right away. But
because he doesn't
still, like, even so, you got to throw that football and let Justin Jefferson break a tackle. So I don't know.
He does end up, if you go back to the angle that's like head on almost,
The
he
end
does
zone
end up
angle.
taking a look across his body, like back across field, which thank God he doesn't throw this. But
Oh, my bad. This is the wrong play. Here, I'll go back
That would
here.
be that would be a bad. My only other guess is that he is looking at Jefferson and then he looks at Naylor because he's on the same side of the field. That's my only guess, is that he thought that there might be a deeper shot there because his eyes look right there like they're looking downfield more, and then he does turn. But yeah, he's got to throw that ball to Jefferson. I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah.
So that's good. Really good example.
Let's do one more here real quick here. This is I know Judd loves this. Just loves this. This is Jordan Addison jet sweep late in the game.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is a great play.
All right. I feel like there's more plays like this to be called.
Oh God, yeah.
This is a beautiful, beautiful play for many reasons. And the Vikings have this type of action built in. So I'll run it once from the end zone angle, and you can see, watch real quick here. This is Aiden Hutchinson. You essentially leave him unblocked in this situation.
Yep.
Because by the time he can react,
Yep.
Addison's gone.
Yep. Exactly.
Gone.
And he's going the wrong way.
But the beauty of this is you can do multiple things off of this action. You could hand it to, I mean, the play is called in this situation to hand it to Jordan Addison.
Right.
But you're now setting up the Lions for this game and for a game down the road to fake the handoff to Jordan Addison. And by the way, Aiden Hutchinson's going to have to freeze because he's going to have to respect he has to respect the possibility of Jordan Addison getting this football. And if he dives down and Addison gets it, it's a huge gain, like he did there. So in future iterations of this look, the Vikings, knowing now that Aiden Hutchinson might pause a beat. Oh, here, I've seen this before. Oh, I gotta stop. But that opens up this rushing lane for a future handoff and a cutback for Jordan Mason.
Sure.
So it's great design. The play worked really well in this instance here too. I just feel like I'd love to see more of this type of stuff. I think you see a lot of this stuff from the Niners, a lot of this stuff from some of the other good rushing teams in the NFL, and it just feels like, I don't know, feels like the Vikings could stand to be a little bit more creative, in my amateur opinion. With
Two observations off of this. First of all, Jordan Addison is built physically for this play. Like this is where I want to see him used more like this. Like, look at that build, okay? He's not a tall, lanky guy. He's built for this. He's got the ability to make this play. Watch this cut. So that's my first thing. And yes, I agree. If you're going to get, to quote the sports dad, if you're going to get cute, I think getting cute with him makes a ton of sense. The other thing is, go back to Hutchinson, though. And this is the thing, and this reminds me very much of Jared Allen, the Hall of Famer, okay? Aiden Hutchinson was put on this earth by God to hit quarterbacks. And watch this. So, like, those guys don't think, oh man, there might be some trickery coming, right? He's like, I'm going to get after some quarterback ass.
See ball, get ball.
Yeah. Right. But and he's great at it. This is not a knock against him at all. What I am saying is this is exploiting his weakness, which is the cheese is the quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's going to go into that trap. Like watch the aggression here. Like he's screwed now because Jordan is quick enough and good enough just to get past him. He cannot reverse himself. So yes, I'm with you. I think that this is the type of play I would far prefer to see this than like a screen pass to Jefferson and then a pass back across the formation. I love this call. This is one of my favorite KO calls of all time.
Because you could run that look 10 times in a game and do 3 different things that you kind of alternate between.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just a little fun little, and if you want way more of this from someone that actually spent a decade in the NFL trenches and started in a Super Bowl, our guy Alex Boone from the O-Line Committee, Jeremiah Searles is going to join us for a crossover bonus Purple Daily episode today, which you can find on the Purple Daily audio feeds and on the Score North YouTube channel. So all you can eat, boys.
You see the cheese. The cheese was wearing 9. The cheese was wearing 9. And he just got himself in the trap.
All right, boys. AJ, and by the way, AJ, you've been awesome the last couple months on this, and I think we need to carve out some space for you to join for some extra predictions, even when Dex jumps back into these Wednesday episodes, because now you've got your own rows of statistics. So, got to keep those plugging along, man.
Just let me know.
He won't be sleeping. He'll be waiting for his next Write That Down appearances.
Just waiting for the cheese.
That's right.
He's waiting for the cheese and the predictions.
All right, boys, that's a wrap here on this Write That Down edition of Purple Daily. We just want the Vikings to win a Super Bowl before we die. See you.